So this year when we are writing, we are going to be focusing on building our habits as writers. And one of the habits that writers have is they think, they're constantly thinking about their word choice and which words they are putting on paper. And the reason why they do this is because our words as writers, that's our main tool. They're very, very powerful. They have the potential to create like a movie scene in our minds when we're reading. They have the potential to sway people's opinions one way or the other. And they have the potential to give a lot of information, whether it's accurate or not. So when it comes to writing, words are they're our main tool, right? So today we're gonna mess with this a little bit, and we're really going to get in the habit of becoming very particular about our words that we're using, okay? This year, you are going to hear me say the word elaborate, or you're going to hear me ask you to elaborate on something in your writing. And when I say that, it really means that I want you to add detail. Okay, if there's a word that I come across and I say, ooh, I think there's a more detailed way to say this rather than just this one word. Or I might say, I need you to elaborate on this section. There's not enough detail. I need it to be more elaborate. I need more detail added, okay? You are going to use this word today to help you sort words on a volcano. And the reason why I use a volcano is because I kind of think about the bottom of the volcano where all that magma is just kind of like bubbling and it's just starting to boil. It hasn't worked its way up the volcano yet. This is where my ideas or my word choice, it's not as detailed, okay? The words that belong down at the bottom of a volcano, they're the most basic words we could use to try to describe something, how someone feels, how someone is acting. And the words at the top of the volcano, as the words work their way up and it's like it finally explodes out, I view these words as they're the most explosive, most elaborate, most detailed way of saying something or showing our reader something. So your job is to grab a piece of paper and you're going to sketch this volcano. It is just a sketch. It is not a work of art, okay? Once you've sketched your volcano, you can write most elaborate at the top and least elaborate at the bottom, but you also don't have to. I've done it, okay? You are then going to take the list of words that I have provided to you in your assignment, and you are going to write them on a separate piece of paper and cut them out so that they are movable, like I have done. So here I have the word mad, here I have the word enraged. These are the same words you have, okay? And I want them to be cut out individually. I don't want them all on just one big piece of paper, because you are going to try to decide, where do you think these words belong on our volcano? Which words are the least elaborate or don't paint the most detailed picture for your reader? And which words are the most elaborate and they do paint a really detailed picture for your reader? So for example, the word mad. You are going to decide, is this low on my volcano? If I write the word, if I say, Jack is mad, do we all picture a very similar thing, or do we all have different ideas of what mad looks like? Is it a really basic way of showing Jack's emotion, or is it a really elaborate and detailed way of showing how Jack feels? Okay, maybe you think it's not very detailed, maybe you do. You are deciding where you think it goes on your volcano. Then you're going to grab another one, exacerbate. Is this a more detailed way of saying maybe mad? Or is it not very detailed? Is it less elaborate? You decide where they go, okay? And this is, I'm not saying that this is right, I just stuck them in random places. You decide for yourself where you think the words go. And you need to have this done before we come and meet for your writer's meeting, depending on what day you have. Depending on what day. So if you're on Monday, you need to have this done before we meet on Monday. If you're on Tuesday, you need to have this done before we meet on Tuesday. Once you have your words where you want them, I want you to write them on the volcano and then take a picture. You could also tape the words on the volcano and take a picture, but if you don't have tape, you will need to remove the word and write it down. Mad, I had about right here, and then I'm going to remove exacerbated did I spell that? And write it right there. Okay, you need to take a picture and then you're going to put it into your document and share it with me before our meeting.